This is the only video you need to watch about the iOS 18 beta update released by Apple, starting with how to install on all iPhones. Go to the Settings app, then tap on General, and select Software Update. As you can see, my iPhone 15 Plus is on the iOS 17.5.1 version. To install iOS 18 on your iPhone, you need to apply for the Apple Developer Program. Before applying, erase the list of the iPhones that are eligible for the iOS 18 beta update. Now, swipe up to go to the home screen. Open Safari application, search for iOS 18 Apple Developer, and hit Go. Tap on the first link of developer.apple.com, and you will find a download button on the top right. Tap on it, and you will have to sign in with your Apple ID and password. It will ask for your location, tap Allow, and a 6-digit verification code will be sent to your iPhone for 2-factor authentication. Then tap on Continue. Tap on Trust. And then Apple Developer Agreement page will pop up on the screen. Scroll down to go through, and then tap the box for confirmation. Tap on Yes to receive future developer updates and click Submit button. And then you will be eligible to install beta updates on your iPhone. Swipe from the bottom to switch to the Settings app. Scroll down to refresh the Software Update page, and there you go, Beta Updates option will pop up below the automatic updates. Tap on it, and select iOS 18 Developer Beta, and swipe back. The page will reload automatically and iOS 18 Beta Update will pop up on the screen. The update size came about 6.98 GB on my iPhone 15 Plus. Your update size may vary. Now tap on Update Now button, type your passcode, and it will start downloading the update on your iPhone. The download time will depend on your internet speed, so make sure you are connected to strong Wi-Fi network. After the iOS 18 download is complete, it will ask for Install prompt. Tap on Install Now, and the iOS 18 installation will take place. After some time, Hello screen will pop up. Then swipe up to open, and you will be asked for your passcode. Type it, and you will get a confirmation message of iOS 18 software on your iPhone. Tap on Continue, tap on Setup Later, tap on Continue again, and swipe up to go to the home screen. Just to confirm, I will go to the Settings app, and you will see that the menu has been changed. Tap on General and Software Update, and you can see iOS 18 is being installed. Now let's swipe up to the home screen and see if there has been any new apps installed with the iOS 18 version and do some quick benchmarks. As you can see, Feedback and Passwords app has been installed on this iOS 18 version. Now let's do some quick benchmarks with Geekbench and 3D Mark. Both apps scored less points than the previous iOS 17.5.1, as I tested it before installing iOS 18, which is obvious since it's in the developer beta version. Also, I tested Wi-Fi speeds, which came about to be almost similar with the previous iOS version. Tap and hold, and press the plus icon. And when you scroll down, you can see Apple introduced new wallpapers for the iOS 18 update. Select one, and you can find depth effect and appearance toggle similar to iOS 17. But below that, there are 2 new icons, which you can customize to any shortcut of your choice. Like for example, I don't use camera shortcut from the lock screen, since you can swipe left to open camera anyway. So I switched it to music recognition by Shazam, which I find to be very useful. Also, if you tap on the time and tap on the globe icon, the list has grown to more font languages to choose from. Even added a new gradient color pattern to the time font. Now let us move on to the home screen, because now you can arrange app icon anywhere on the home screen and customize it to give your iPhone a unique look. And if you tap and hold to turn on jiggle mode, you can even resize the app widgets to different shapes. But there's more. The plus icon on the top left has been changed to Edit button, where a new Customize menu has been added. This brings an app theme menu at the bottom, where you can change the icon theme to light and dark mode, or even change the entire look by selecting the tinted option to cast different color theme on the entire app library. You can even dim the wallpaper even more by tapping the light icon on the left. You can hide the app names as well by tapping on the large menu, giving it a more minimalistic look to the home screen. Next up is the brand new Control Center, where it has a more circular icon theme to it. You even have 2 new icons at the top, where on the right, you can swipe to power off your iPhone quickly. And by tapping on the plus icon on the left, you can resize almost all the icons in the Control Center to give the Control Center a more unique look. You can even add new control shortcuts by tapping Add a Control present below. You get to choose from a lot of control menus from the list. And if you swipe up, there are additional page sections for music and connectivity menus provided in this iOS 18 version. You can also create new custom page using the control icons from the list in the control section. Also, the most awaited feature on iPhone is here. If you tap and hold any app icon for quick menu, you can spot a new Require Face ID menu, where you can lock any app using Face ID. It is available on almost all the default apps, except Clock, Find My, Watch, and Contacts. And if you install additional apps from the App Store, you can even hide it from the home screen by tapping on Hide and Require Face ID menu. To use the hidden apps, you have to navigate to the bottom of the app library at the Hidden section. Also, when you increase or decrease sound using the volume buttons on the side, there is a subtle new animation near the volume buttons, mimicking a press animation in the frame. If we go into the Settings app, the menu system has been completely revamped with the most used menu bars arranged at the top, and the less used section has been shifted below. Also, the entire list of apps has been clubbed in the Apps menu at the bottom, so you don't have to scroll endlessly to find app of your choice. It has been arranged separately in the Apps menus, with an alphabetical toggle on the right for easy access. Speaking of menus in the Settings app, if you tap on the name on top and go to the iCloud section, the UI has been completely redesigned, clubbed with new animations when you get into Storage menu. Also, when you get into each menu section, you get a small description about it at the top. There is also a big change in the Battery section, where the Charging Optimization menu is renamed to Charging. And when you tap on it, there is a major change in the optimization setting. Before, you had to choose from Optimized Battery Charging, 80% limit or none, while now you can set charge limit from 80 to 100% charge scale with intervals of 5%. Also, Optimized Battery Charging only works at 100% limit. The toggle gets disabled when limit is set to less than 100%. Also, the Search section in the Settings app gets a new look similar to the home screen search, giving suggestions below and recent settings history as well. But something is missing from the Settings app, which is the Passwords menu. Because in iOS 18 you get a separate app for it. When you tap on it, it asks for Face ID verification by default to open the app. Each password has been separated into different categories. This app's UI is also similar to the iCloud menu, which we discussed earlier in the Settings app. The next app that got new features is the Messages app in the form of tapbacks. The previously grayed out reactions in iOS 17 is changed to colored reaction in iOS 18 with few more emojis in the reaction row. You can even add custom emoji by tapping on the plus emoji icon. You can even give reactions to words, phrases, and emojis by tapping on a symbol on the right above the keyboard. You can even schedule messages by tapping on the plus icon, then swipe up to select Send Later. You can select date and time of the day, up to 14 days ahead from the day you type, to schedule the message. The next app upgrade, which came out to be a complete surprise, is the Calculator app. On the top left, you have the History tab to check previous calculations. Also, Delete button appears whenever you type any digits for calculations. And the main feature update of all is present at the bottom left icon, where you can use Scientific Calculator or convert units of various parameters like currency, length, weights, etc. And the major upgrade is the Math Notes option, where it uses the Notes app to input problems to get solutions in real time. You can type the question through keyboard or even draw on it to get answers similar to your handwriting, which I found to be quite fascinating, replicating the style in real time. This app is also launched on iPad, which I'm pretty sure will be quite useful using the Apple Pencil. Speaking of Notes app, a new feature has been added. When you create a new note and tap on the attachment icon, there is a record audio option added in the menu. Tap on it, and you can record audio as a note. And when you tap on the bottom left button and then tap on the red dot, it will start recording and input live transcription of what you say during the record session. Tap on Done, and this is how your audio notes will look like, with and without audio transcription. The next feature coming to the iOS 18 is T9 dialing in the phone app. When you start typing any phone number, contact suggestion is shown below, and when you tap on it, complete phone number gets dialed up for faster calling. Also, when you use FaceTime or use phone app for normal calls, the mic mode and the video effects section in the control section gets a complete makeover, along with cool animations. First, we used to have just two blocks at the top, But now we get to select the options in the list form along with the animations on the left-hand side. When you open any games app, game mode gets turned on by default, which pauses background activity to improve performance and latency with any Bluetooth devices or AirPods during the gameplay. The SharePlay feature has been enabled on FaceTime to access screen control of another device. Also, the screen mirroring feature has been enabled on the Mac. I haven't installed the beta update on Mac since it's my only editing device, but I have seen some users where the feature has been working fine. Also, if you tap and hold on the home screen to turn on jiggle mode, the customize icon has been changed from the previous beta, and now you can use the sun logo to dim the background in all the icon mode down below. Before it was only available for dark and tinted mode. Also, I have encountered a lot of bugs related to the home screen icons, which hasn't been fixed in this Beta 2 update. And it has made it worse in terms of the app icons in my iPhone 15 Plus. Only update regarding the app icon is the App Store logo, which has received a dark mode theme. Also, the icons in the Settings Apps menu have been replaced with dark mode icons in this update, which gives it a clean look. There is a small change in the control center for the Shazam music recognition control. If we tap and hold, the options has been compressed. Also, the power icon on top right gets a much-needed update to avoid accidental taps which triggers iPhone to shut down. Previously, you could just tap on the icon to switch off. But now you have to tap and hold to power off your iPhone, which is a welcome feature. Also, the screen time menu would make my iPhone crash sometimes, which has been fixed in this beta update. And the Open Any App shortcut on the lock screen shortcut has also been fixed. Previously, I could only select the icon, and the shortcuts menu would disappear on its own every time. But now the shortcut works completely fine. Also, battery life on the previous iOS 18 Beta 1 update was pretty bad in my case. Home and lock screen menu was the only app that would drain the battery for no reason, even though I did not use the home screen for such long hour usage. I also did the CPU benchmark on the Geekbench application, and it scored less than the stable iOS 17 version by a greater margin, which I think is fair since it's in the developer beta version. The very first bug is that my App Store takes a lot of time to open the app. Either it shows loading animation in between for a long time, or in this case it shows blank screen and then opens after some time. The only workaround I found to fix it is to restart your iPhone, and then it loads quickly. Also, I'm not sure about the next one, if it's a bug or an app issue, because every day I have to tap on the weather widget for about 2 to 3 times to show me the temperature of the day. I find it quite annoying. What is the use of the weather widget if it doesn't show weather? Speaking of widgets, if you stack widgets upon each other and try to scroll up and down, the widget stack just crashes instantly. Only way to fix is to swipe through the pages left or right, and then the widget appears. But if you scroll it once again, the widget just crashes again and again. The only way to fix this issue is to restart your iPhone, and then it will work fine. I get very frustrated because I use widget stack a lot, and it randomly crashes when in need. And since we are on the home screen, it gets even worse. If we tap and hold to turn on jiggle mode and tap on customize, sometimes the light or dark theme doesn't work at all. Only a few apps change their theme on switching, and I purposely kept all the default apps on the home screen to show this bug. And when you change to a tinted theme, many times almost all the app icons crash on all the home pages, even including the app library. The only way to fix this is to go to the Customize menu again, switch between large and small icon, and choose the light default app theme so that all app icons appear normally as they should. Speaking of app icons and widgets on the home screen, they do not stick to the places they are assigned when customizing your home screen. Like this widget does not place in the middle. It's like they are assigned only specific grids to be placed in the name of customization. The same goes with the app icons. You have to start placing the apps from top to bottom to avoid automatic switching between other apps on the home screen. This buggy trend gets even worse in the control center. If we decide to change the controls position, iPhone just starts acting weird, displacing almost every other control icons on the page to random positions, which I find quite annoying. Also, the dark mode toggle does not work on the home screen. It only works properly in the settings apps. The widgets stay always in the light mode unless you use the tinted option in the Customize menu. The only good thing I found in the control center is the power button. Apple also fixed the button to avoid accidental touch to trigger the power off menu. Now you have to tap and hold to trigger it, so that you do not have to enter your passcode every time to unlock your iPhone. Also, if you decide to add new controls to the control menu, scrolling through the list is very choppy. The same choppy scrolling can be seen while changing the shortcuts on the lock screen customization page. In addition to it, the wallpaper changes brightness and color while previewing. It changes both during light and dark wallpapers. I hope you can notice through the video, because there is a major shift in color and brightness to my naked eye. Also, the Open Any App shortcut on the lock screen seems to be glitchy. It doesn't work sometimes while I long press to trigger the shortcut. The next problem I noticed is in the Photos app. Swiping through photos work fine, but when there is a video in between, it starts to lag a lot. Even scrubbing in the video using the sliding bar is very laggy as compared to the stable iOS 17 version. Also, the tap and hold reader mode feature does not activate in the Safari app compared to iOS 17. In the comments section below, let me know which bugs you are facing in the latest iOS 18 beta update. Also, if you are not sure whether you should upgrade to iOS 18, here is a side-by-side comparison video on iOS 17 versus 18 on my iPhone 15 versus 15 Plus. Subscribe to Techloper for more such iPhone tech perks. See you over there.